It is nearly 1 a.m. and I am trying to get this video filmed so that I can get it up before the Sephora sale ends, just in case this video gives you any ideas of things that you should add to your cart. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you so very much for joining. Let's just dive right in because I want to save two products that are in my empties to give you some tips on how to use them and maximize their effectiveness at the end of the video. So we're going to save those to last, and we're going to dive right in with the first item, which is no stranger to this channel. This is the apple cider vinegar goalie gummies. I've purchased these over and over and over again, and even though I've purchased actual apple cider vinegar, and last quarter I said I'm going to switch to that in some water, I've not done that yet because I still had a couple of bottles of these in the cabinet. So I'm going to continue to use those up. And then I also have a jumbo size that I looked up on at TJ Maxx for the price of what I would pay for a regular size. So we continue to do the apple cider vinegar thing, whether in gummies or eventually in liquid form. Will I purchase these again? You'll see them again on my channel. The next item is a body wash from Olay. It is the Prickly Pear and Plum Blossom. Now, when I first opened this one, I did not care for it. It was so overpowering just right out of the bottle that I didn't think I was going to be able to get through it. But this smells so good once the steam and the heat of the shower helps to dissipate, and I guess the air just kind of becomes infused with this smell of prickly pear and plum blossom, and it is absolutely delightful. So what I'm finding is that oftentimes, because of my allergies, smelling things straight out of the top, compressed, concentrated, sometimes it's not good. But then once it actually gets in the shower, I found that out with some of my Elmus products as well, it is a completely different experience. So you may be wondering, why did I purchase this one if I didn't like the smell of it? Well, this was in a 3-pack that I purchased from Costco, one of their seasonal scents. And of course, they were sealed. So I didn't have an opportunity to smell them without opening a package, which I did not do in store. So I was purely going based on the names. Now, this variety was a triple pack, and it was all a win. I love all 3 of them. You will see them appear likely in next quarter's empties. But this one, I was on the fence about, but as you can see, I got through it the quickest. The next item is the Apog Curlific Moisture Rich Leave-In. I did not particularly care for this as a straight leave-in conditioner on my natural hair. But where I did fall in love with this was actually taking a sizable amount and mixing it in a spray bottle with aloe vera juice and adding a little bit of oil in that same mixture, shaking it, and using that when I was protective styling and just to kind of keep my hair hydrated. So standalone as a leave-in conditioner, I would always have to layer something else. It just didn't have the slip. I didn't feel that it was truly conditioning my hair, so I was not a fan, even though I really do enjoy the Apog line. But it was when I made my own spray conditioner that this I fell in love with. The next is the Phillips Colon Health. Over and over and over again, I like these. I'm glad that they got the formula right, because they changed the formula there for a minute and they were absolutely awful, which is when I moved away and tried a couple of other brands. Either they went back to the previous formula or they have a new improved formula, and I do love these again. Colon health is super important to me because I understand that gut health has so many effects on your well-being, and it can also come through in your skin. So it doesn't make sense to spend a ton of money at Sephora and Ulta and any place else on products and then your gut health not be well and your skin still has to purge and try to get rid of all of the things that you're putting in. So yes to the Phillips colon health for me. The next items are from Bath and Body Works. We'll start with this one because it's a little bit older. It is the Pure Simplicity fragrance-free body oil. This was in my stash backups of backups of backups. I liked this oil. I loved it though when I layered it. So you know, I just have this thing about layering my body products, and this oil to seal, it's really good. I did not like it on its own, but the only time I used it on its own was to give it its initial try to see if I was going to like it, not alone. Incorporated it the way I do any other oil, and I love it. Now, I am likely going to pull the label off of this and recycle this bottle because bottles that tighten down during travel are the most secure. So I will pop the stopper out of the top of here, pop the top, clean this out, refill it with another oil, put the stopper back in, and put this in my travel bag. That way I don't have to worry about it coming undone from pressure and travel and me having a bag full of oil. So I will be recycling and repurposing the bottle. This next one is the Mango Papaya Paradise Foaming Hand Wash. You've seen this over and over and over again on my channel. I do hope that they restock this spring and summer because I am at the end of my stash. This was by far my favorite out of this collection, and I think that if they did it in a body spray, if they did it in a candle, if they did it in some other things, I would absolutely pick them up. But this one just came in the foaming soap. So will I purchase it again? I hope so. I hope it's made available so that I can repurchase it. This is amazing. Let me know down below in the comments, what is your favorite seasonal foaming soap scent or just scent in general from Bath and Body Works? I like the tropical scents, and I'm wondering if you like one that maybe I've not explored yet that I can add to my list of products to try. The next item, let me get my box up here. The next item is the Paula's Choice Advanced Replenishing Toner. So let me tell you a little bit about this toner. One, it was expensive. So if you can pick it up during the Sephora sale, if you want to give it a try, now's the time to do that. I did not understand the hype around this toner. It has hyaluronic acid in it. It is supposed to help replenish and smooth and leave your skin looking radiant and help with your skin's protective barrier. Shake it up, put it on a cotton pad, apply it all over my face as a toner, and I was like, they are not telling the truth. The influencers are not telling the truth. It was not until I ditched the cotton rounds and decided to apply this as an essence. So shake, apply a few drops directly in my hands, pat that together, and then apply it directly. First off, the second half of the bottle lasted far longer than the first half with me trying to saturate a cotton round. So I feel like if I got another bottle, and I will, that it will definitely last longer. The second is I felt like my skin actually absorbed the moisture. Like it was getting the things that Paula says you're supposed to get. I didn't get that when I was applying it on a cotton pad. So this is intended for normal to dry skin. I used it primarily through the winter. So I had 2 weeks throughout the winter where I found dry patches that were forming like around my nose area. But I think that was because I didn't have my usual humidifier on to put moisture in the air, and that makes a huge difference. And the second thing is I did not have my Drunk Elephant Lala Whipped Retro cream, face cream. That's the moisturizer that I typically use in the winter. I thought I had one on hand, didn't find it. Things got crazy. I never ordered one. Didn't remember to pick it up when I went in store. I wasn't traveling as much to cold climates, so I didn't feel like I needed it until those dry patches popped up. This helped with that. No more cotton pads. I don't care what this says on the back. Try it that way, and then if you're like, I don't think it's worth the money, try applying it directly to your skin, and you will likely become a fan. So they didn't lie about the product, but I disagree with the instructions on how to apply this. Directly into the hands, patting on skin, that worked best for me. All right. The next item, as my trash bag is tumbled over here, the next is another apple cider vinegar, different brand. This is the Go Live from Amazon. I've got another foaming soap, Waikiki Beach Coconut. I thought I was going to love this. I was so happy when it was finally done. I did have another one. I pulled it out of my stash, gave it to my nephew when he came to visit. When was he here? For New Year's. And he really loved it in the guest bathroom, so I was able to give that to him. I'm glad that I'm one and done. I will not be repurchasing Waikiki Beach Coconut. This was a no for me. The next is magnesium supplements. Yes, because magnesium, iron, vitamin D, zinc, potassium, all of those things are building blocks for the inner workings of all of your systems. So I am a supplement junkie. The next item is the Pharmacy 10% waterless vitamin C serum. This sat in my cart for months after it was released. I took my time, did my research, waited, and finally pulled the trigger. Then once I got it home, I didn't immediately start using it. But oh, when I did, I absolutely love this. If you remember, there was a Core's vitamin C that I absolutely loved that was discontinued. This is giving that vibe. So because the Core's has been discontinued, would I repurchase this again? Yes. It is not often. I can't think of a time other than maybe a lip balm of some sort that Pharmacy steers me wrong. They have great products. This vitamin C is everything. It's a light. You can smell the actual vitamin C in it. It almost smells like oranges, but it's light. It's not sticky. It helps with dark spots. It provides a barrier to your skin against free radicals and all of the pollutants that are in the air that cause premature aging. I love this. I would purchase it again. The next is my second bottle. I am now on my third bottle of the Edam Milk Marvel Dark Spot Serum. I've raved about this since I first got it because 7 days in of consistency with a good vitamin C to help seal it, and I started to really, really see an improvement in my dark spots and my hyperpigmentation. So this is a yes. This is the second bottle. I've already got the third one at my makeup vanity. It's worth the money. Consistency though. Don't think that you're gonna apply this one time and then your face is just gonna miraculously clear up. You need to be consistent, and you do need to have somewhat of a basic skincare routine so that your skin is getting everything, right? It's like if you give someone, I can't think of a good analogy right now, but what I'm saying is, here we go. Don't use this alone. I used it with some supporting cast. Why? Because I wanted to make sure that this didn't just oxidize on my skin. I wanted to make sure that I was providing it vitamin C so that the free radicals were not going to interfere while this was on my skin trying to work and dissolve, eat Pac-Man up the dark spots. I used a sunscreen because it does not make sense to do all of those other things and then have UV light. So do all of the things. Do some things to help support this being able to do what it needs to do, because the active ingredients in here, they are doing what they're supposed to do. They are giving what's supposed to be given. So yes to this one. All right, so next I have the Azo Cranberry Urinary Tract Health. Why? Because things should be taken care of before they break down, before there is an issue. I stand by what I said about supplements. I stand by the importance of them for overall health, as well as for your skin health, your beauty health, your glow health, your all of those things, supplements. All right, let me see if I've got any more supplements in here. All right, so I have the Elmus Cleanse, and it is a 3-step process. And I committed to doing 3 90-day rounds of this, and I feel so much better as a result of it. There is one more, I think there's one more bottle to this, because the first 2 bottles, the first 2 bottles you take at one time for the first 30 days. Then there is a second bottle that you take for the second 30 days. And then there is a third bottle that has a different formula from the first 2 bottles and the second. And that one, do I have that right? Yeah. 2 bottles for the first 30 days, 1 for the second 30, 1 for the third, for a total of 90 days. I love this. It is expensive. It was even more expensive on the cruise when I purchased it. I've since been able to buy it since then, and was able to catch it on like a 20% off sale. But the Elmus Performance Body Detox System, this stuff is amazing. When you're talking about cleansing, detoxing your liver, your kidneys, helping to curb cravings, helping to stabilize blood sugar. It does all of those things gradually over the 90 days. It is worth every penny. I have 2 more complete sets that I've already purchased. So that means by then I will have gone through 4, and I can't say that I won't buy them again, because I absolutely will. I will absolutely buy them again. All right, next item is the Dove Body Love Body Polish in the Night Recovery line. This has retinol serum, and it's supposed to exfoliate. That's what it looks like. Mine is a little grimy. It's been at the bottom of the... Listen, don't buy this. Don't spend your money. Do not spend your money on this. Do not spend your money on this if you like a more coarse body scrub or exfoliator. If you're into those creamy body polishes that have more of a sprinkling of texture, like the granules just kind of slowly dissolve, then you will love that one from Dove. I purchased a 4-pack. I think this is the second one that I've used. I gave one to my sister, and the 4th one was in a birthday gift that I gave to someone. My sister makes her own homemade scrubs most of the time, so she was not a fan of it either. She was like, I don't feel like it buffed, polished, smooth, exfoliated anything, and I agree with that. And then the birthday gift, that person was kind of new to body polishes, exfoliators, and scrubs, so it was a great introduction to body polish for them. So it was, they didn't see anything wrong with it. But as an experienced, tenured user of body polishes and scrubs, it was a no for me, and I will not be repurchasing them. The next item is the Algenist Ultimate Anti-Aging Melting Cleanser. This is the travel size of their makeup remover. I've already purchased a full size. I love this stuff. I've gone through a few of the travel sizes because it's pretty expensive as makeup removers go. But this starts out as it almost looks like a gel, but it's kind of an oil. It's like a whipped oil, and you only need a little bit, and just apply it directly onto your makeup, full face of makeup. It breaks down any and everything that is waterproof, that is smudge proof, long wear, long lasting. If it's been baked, caked, set, sprayed, it is going to break it all down. And then once you add a little bit of water to it, it emulsifies even more. And when you wash it away, your first cleanse could be considered done. Now, I'm a little particular when I have on eyeliner in the waterline. I don't like to get a ton of things like that close to the inner part of my eye. So there are times where I've not gotten it so close where I do need to follow up with like maybe a makeup wipe or something like that, or another oil cleanser just from a good wash to get it off. But it breaks everything down. And if I were to put it where I tight line and waterline, then it would definitely break it down. I just am being extra cautious about things around my eyes. The next item is something you've seen here over and over and over again, is the Fresh Sea Berry Moisturizing Face Oil. I love this oil because the sea berry helps with fine lines and wrinkles, and those are things that we do not enjoy over here. So I will continue to buy this as long as I continue to not see fine lines and wrinkles take over. So I love this morning, night, under, on top, retinol, sealing before moisturizer. This has been the oil that, other than Elmus, this is the oil that I have purchased over and over and over again. Even before I was doing these quarterly empties, I was purchasing this. So this is a really good one. Worth all of the coins, but if you can, again, save during the Sephora Spring Sale, I would recommend doing so. I'll have everything linked down below, and it will take you over to my LTK shop so that you can shop all of my recommendations. I'll also have some posts there of my favorite products by category. So if it's not in an empties here and you're curious about what am I using as a toner, what am I using as a face wash, I will have posts for each of those. So check that out as well. All right, we're getting down towards the end. I only had, at least I'm only seeing 2 of the Dr. Dennis Gross Extra Strength Alpha Beta Peel Pads. I love these things. I'm surprised though that I didn't have more of them this quarter, but that could explain the dry spots that I had, because I don't know why I didn't use more of these. But will I repurchase these? They are already sitting in my Sephora cart because I've gone through my stash and I could not find another backup box. So that means I've gone through my stash. So yes to these. The next item is from the Inky list. It is the beta hydroxy acid. This is an exfoliating serum that is good for both morning and night. I still do not like the packaging because I feel like I dispensed way too much out of this. So the next time I get one of these, and I will get another one, I will find a glass bottle with a dropper and pour it in because I just use way too much. This is a good formula. The price is drugstore price, so I absolutely understand why they aren't making any modifications to the packaging, and I don't blame them. But I've got to figure out a way to use it more effectively, and a dropper is definitely the way to go for me for that one. Matter of fact, I could probably put a label on here, clean my glass jar and dropper, and then pour my next bottle into here. I may repurpose this bottle as well. All right. The next 2 items. The first is the travel size, or I don't even know. This isn't even 1 ounce, I don't think. But it is the Boscia Sake Treatment Water. This is a prep step. It's like an essence. I didn't think that I was going to like this, even though I have had really good experiences with Boscia over the years. I don't know why I didn't think that I would like it, but I absolutely loved it. So much, in fact, that I've purchased a full-size bottle, and I'm going to hold on to this bottle so that I can pour from the big one into the little one so that I can take it with me for travel. So I really, really like this one. I don't know what it is about the sake and the fermentation, but when I applied that on my skin after my hyaluronic acid, it's almost like my face got a silk canvas over it. It was hydrated, it was smooth, it felt plump, and then I was able to apply everything else as usual, which is why I didn't walk, I ran and picked that one up. The next is the Mario Badescu drying lotion. Now, I know this looks like it is full, but it's not. That is just the residual sulfur that is in here. It's pink colored. So this is how this works. This is a bi-phase product, which means when you first get this, it will be settled. It will be all of the pink at the bottom and the liquid will be at the top. Do not shake it. You do not want to mix it. The purpose of it is bi-phase. So take a Q-tip, dip it all the way down to the bottom of the container, pick up the pink stuff, and as you pull it out, it gets the clear stuff, hence the bi-phase. And then you apply that on any pimples, zits, anything that you feel is coming up under the skin. And overnight for me, this works. It will be flat, it will be gone. Now there will be this little pink patchy spot from where it worked overnight, but this stuff is magic. Will I buy it again? Yes, I will. And my nephew uses it, and my sister uses it, and I have friends that use it. It is definitely a way that if you are prone to hyperpigmentation after pimples, stop the pimples before they pop up so that you don't have all of the hyperpigmentation that seems to last for months and months and sometimes years after that, that breakout. So yes, to the Mario Badescu drying lotion. If you have not tried this, I highly recommend it. If you have a teen that has problem or troublesome acne, or a young adult that is having issues with their skin with breakouts, I would definitely recommend the drying lotion. Here I am in my 40s. I don't get a lot of breakouts, but anytime I feel or see something, if it's just anything raised at nighttime, after I'm done with my night routine, I'm absolutely going to apply this, and it's always better in the morning. Always better. All right. Next item is the Natura Tucumã Concentrated Balm. I've done a couple of hauls, I think, of the Natura brand, and this was the first product that I tried. Their body concentrate, their balm. I absolutely love this. Now, I'm going to clean this container and put it in my travel stash, because when my sister makes her homemade scrubs, I will have a container with a secure top that I can bring some home with. It will also not explode in travel because it has a screw top. So I will be repurposing this bottle as well. And then we're down to my last two items, and these are the two that I want to spend some time giving you some tips and tricks and all kinds of things on. The first one is the Daiwa Foot Dream Exfoliating Foot Mask. Now, I purchased this directly from a professional cosmetic and beauty supply store, but it is also sold on Amazon. I will leave a link down below to my Amazon store so that you can pick this up if you're interested in it. This is that foot peel that makes that dead, coarse, aged, tough, rough, calloused skin that is on your feet. It makes it shed like a snake. I'm going to pause right here. Warning, I'm going to insert some pictures of my feet peeling after a couple of days of this Dream Feet Exfoliating Foot Mask. So you've seen, like, the skin literally lifts, it comes off. This is what I do about 2 weeks every spring before official sandal season. So I usually do this about 2 weeks before Easter, because I never know whether we're going to be in sandals at Easter time or whether we're going to be cold and bundled up. But I still want my feet to be ready. These have little booties in them that you have to cut the tops off of, and then stick your feet in. And they have this exfoliating solution that is made of fruit acids. Your feet should be clean and dry. Clean, dry, into the booties for 90 minutes. When the 90 minutes is up, go to the tub, run some warm water over your feet. No soap, warm water. Make sure you get all good in between your toes, up your ankle, everything that's gotten covered in that solution. Dry them off. Keep them normally moisturized and just wait for the magic to happen. This stretches, it eliminates the need for all of that extensive stuff when you sit down in a pedicure chair. If you're a person that does at-home foot maintenance pedicures, this is an absolute game changer. This, not only did my feet peel, the top of my foot, around my ankle, around the edge of my toes, my cuticles, like everything that would have normally been taken off with trauma, the cuts at the salon, this naturally broke that skin material down and it just naturally peeled away. Now, what does that mean? That means that I have new feet. I have dream feet. I have shed all of that skin, and now my foot maintenance is much easier. I never put blades that cut skin on my feet. You know, like that whole cheese grater situation. I don't put those things on my feet because your body registers those as cuts. Cuts equate to trauma. Trauma triggers your body to heal, and therefore it is going to create another callus to try to protect that area. It is a vicious cycle. This keeps the cycle from occurring. Worth every penny. If you are especially in a cooler weather climate, or you're maybe still doing closed-toe shoes during the day, maybe because you have to do that for work, go ahead and do it. It will make a huge difference once the weather gets warm and you're in sandals more. That's tip number one. This is worth every penny. And then the last item is the Ren Clean Skincare Ready Steady Glow Daily AHA Tonic. Yes, it has a long name. It has a really long name. But it has a long name because it's a clean product and it does amazing things. How did I use the Ren, and will I use it again? Will I buy it again? I absolutely will. How did I use this? First off, I started out by just taking a cotton pad and pressing down this top, and the pump would dispense a perfect solution up top without it spraying and going everywhere. And I would use that as a daily toner to exfoliate my face, gentle exfoliation. So that was one way that I used it. Then my sister and I were having a conversation about the viral tip that was going on YouTube, I don't know, a year ago. I guess it was about a year ago, maybe a little longer, where people were using like the toner under their armpits and not needing to wear deodorant. So I tried it. On a cotton pad, toner, wipe both sides, let it dry a little bit, no deodorant, no smell, no sweating, which I don't sweat under my armpits anyway, but it held. And y'all know how passionate I am about finding a deodorant that works. And then when you find one, you stick to it. Don't bounce back and forth. This eliminated the need for deodorant. Now, am I still wearing deodorant? Yes, since I'm traveling again for work, I definitely have my deodorant in my travel bag and I'm wearing it. But this did hold because it killed all of the bacteria that would normally cause the stinkies or the sweaties under the armpits. And I noticed that my armpits were getting smoother, brighter, lighter, hyperpigmentation lessening because they were getting skincare. They didn't have all of the other things going on my armpits. So yes to the Ren AHA Daily Toner. And here is another one. So my tribe sisters and I have had a conversation a couple of times about brown girl, you know, discoloration, hyperpigmentation. You'll know what I'm talking about if you're a brown girl. Sometimes the under your butt cheeks, your inner thigh, maybe even under your boobs if you're heavier chested, sometimes your armpits again. And it is a forever battle trying to get those things to even out in tone and texture. This right here got the back of my legs and under my butt cheeks all one seamless color. If I was not going to get a strike against my channel, I would turn around, lift my dress, and show you. This works consistently. Inner thigh area, not only did it help improve from a hyperpigmentation standpoint, but my inner thighs are like dolphin skin. They are smooth, they are bright, they are hydrated. This stuff is amazing. If you don't pick up anything else from Sephora, pick this up. If you don't pick anything else up from Amazon, pick this up. And then come back after you finish the bottle, after your feet have shed like a snake, and just let me know what your experience was. That's it. That's all I have. Those are my fourth quarter empties. Are we fourth quarter? First quarter. We're in April. My first quarter 2024 empties. Those are the things that I have tried, and hopefully it will help you decide what to spend your money on and what to pass. Thank you so very much for watching. Again, everything will be linked down in my LTK shop. Until next time, I do hope you find something that feeds your addiction. Take care.